Well, hey there team, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to Stationeers. My goodness, this is like coming home. If you're not across it, this is one of the oldest games I covered on the channel years and years and years ago, and it was one of my sort of bigger hits. I did a lot of playthroughs of just stumbling through, applying my, engineering-leaning mind and a mix of that and my low IQ points to try and muddle my way through puzzles. And it's a really fun, hard, settling, surviving, kind of like that movie The Martian, right? Like where you really have to leverage science and your scientific understanding to not die. And it resulted in some pretty hilarious deaths, doing things like putting too much O2 in an air mixture and accidentally detonating it with some sort of spark. Things that you don't normally see. So it's very cool. And apparently it's just had the biggest update it's ever had. So yes, let's come back and check it out and see if there's value here for me and you guys as an audience, and maybe we do another series and do 100 episodes. It depends on, whether you guys are up for it or not. You just got to let me know. Okay, so this is the largest update we've ever released with Stationeers. Brings huge changes to the game, including a complete terrain rewrite, a rewritten saves load system, okay, significant improvements to multiplayer, and overall performance. A lot of that doesn't affect me or phase me. Old saves are not compatible. That's okay. I'm not that worried. I can't remember. 179 old saves detected. You can delete them. That's fine. I don't need them. This is cool. This has got like scorching from re-entry. Now, I will just say the company that does this, Rocketworks, are essentially a spin-off of what's his name? Rocket was his nickname. The dude that created DayZ, I think. Now you've really tested me. I haven't thought about this in years. Anyway, they've built this habit, and at first I was in denial of him jumping from project to project to project, right? He seems like a frenetic dude that doesn't finish one thing and starts another thing. And we've seen it in real time. Now, this isn't abandoned. In fact, Stationeers has had more life re-injected into it in recent years. It's obviously getting updated in the background. But they went and made Icarus, which was a much more AAA bait version of Stationeers in some ways. Like it's got lighter mechanics. It's more of a survival build craft slop, I guess, but really high performance, high fidelity, and it had a terrible launch. But maybe we'll check out Icarus just while I'm talking about Rocketworks, because might as well get it done. I'm pretty sure they've done a couple of other projects. Oh, maybe not. Maybe they had something Art of the Rail. I feel like they had something else on the cards that maybe it got cancelled. Maybe they finally bloody calmed down. So yeah, not beating the allegations of abandonware, but at the same time, it's cool to see them injecting more life into Stationeers. I feel it's finally getting the recognition that it's sort of deserved all along. Let's sort out our graphics. Bang, fantastic sounds good. Advanced, terrain tessellation, all that. Let's just leave that alone. Did you not save my... Sorry, I mustn't have pressed the save button. Apply. There you go. It's a little sharper. Okay, new world, let's go. Great Mare, Moon, Mars, the Canyon. Canyon over. Okay, right. So we've got like instead of pure procedural, we have more fixed state areas. Europa, Venus. I guess they've gotten rid of Lulan. Vulcan factory. Okay, yes, cool. So interestingly, the moon is first. The moon creates a very significant problem because it has no atmosphere, right? At least when it comes to something like Mars, you do have an atmosphere. It's not the right atmosphere, but it's an infinite resource which you can draw upon. right? Whereas the moon is a bit of a trap. Like, it seems easier, but it's kind of not. Anyway, but we'll do that first. That's fine. Now, what's the difference here? These are just different areas, okay? A huge crater on the Lie-Lowing Mare, Crater Vespa. With no atmosphere, the barren and crater-scarred surface of the moon provides a stable environment for lunar operations. Okay. Let's do that. Creative, easy, normal. You'll need to work hard to keep yourself alive. Planning into the future is key for survival, as food, water, and oxygen may be in short supply. Respawning will only provide you with limited equipment. Yeah, cool. Normal. Eating and drinking through helmet is disabled. Okay, yeah. Metabolism is enabled. Lung damage is enabled. Offline metabolism rate, 10%. What do you mean offline? That better not be like a bloody live service bullshit thing. Okay, cool. Let's go. Let's give it a go. Sol transit sky every 20 minutes at 88 degrees. Standard or brutal? Oh, okay, so it affects what you get. Lander Mark II, landing capsule. Alright, okay, construction supplies. Excellent. Roger. Okay, so they've cleaned it up. There's a little bit more info in the front end. It's still obtuse, but oh, I remember buggies and falling through the universe. Oh my god, we're inside a thing. That's cool. We're gonna turn down the camera sensitivity to like 10. That's a little bit better. Oh! Okay. We've landed. We're bouncing. Excellent. Land a capsule. Alright. And we've got the capsule door, right? Yeah. And then look at this. They've changed the lander. I mean, I recognize this. Water tanks and oxygen tanks. Oh my god, I'm having flashbacks now. Oh, I feel like I'm missing a whole bunch of stuff there. It's a bit sad. Alright, so we got inventory. Basically we have our hands, right? Do we not? We have a backpack for... Does it still do the left and right hand thing? Yeah, there you go. Left and right hand. E. Okay, cool. So we've got helmet, which is locked, which is good. Okay, we've got the suit. And you can see in the suit, we've got an air tank, a waste tank, and a life support battery with CO2 filters. A lot of that's pretty self-explanatory. But you can see the kilopascal amounts changing in real time, right? So we are going to go through our air. That's one of the earliest things that we're going to have to deal with. The fact that we can't take off our helmet to eat is going to be interesting. That's going to be our first real problem. Now, backpack, we've got like a, I suppose it's like a vitamin pill. I don't think I ever used one of them, a health pill. A tracker cartridge, network analyzer. Okay, so this is all pretty much still the same. A portable solar panel. We've got our uniform, and in that we've got, that looks like a water bottle, a credit card, and it's like a food bar. And then we've got our work belt, right? Which, I think if we hold Alt, we'll get the mouse. We've got a mining belt, so that's interchangeable. You can switch that and drag that, see? And then you've got the different, you got a hand tool and a battery-powered tool, right? Oh my god, it's like coming home. And we've got sticky tape in our hand, but we don't necessarily... Let's put that in our backpack. That's good for when you tear your suit, which will happen. Okay, it looks like we've got helper things as well. Build a 2x3 platform with frames. Yeah, an iron frame and a welding torch. Okay, that's still all sort of old school, old hat. Residential supplies package. Flag. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Portable air conditioner, cereal box, flags, got a tracking beacon. Yeah, getting lost if you don't track properly is a thing. All right, here we go. That's the construction thing. Can we wrench to unfasten? Okay. Let's mouse wheel down to tool. Can I like pull that out? Oh, F. Okay, excellent. Let's unfasten that and bring it down here. And then I think if you press Q, you drop things. Okay. I need an empty hand. Okay. How do I drop you? G? Q. Oh, I was right about Q. Like I said, my brain's firing weird neurons. I'm remembering bits and pieces. What we might do is just see, like, do we want to stay in this crater? Or do we want to build outside of this crater? We don't have a jetpack, though we can jump. I mean, I don't know if there's... Well, I mean, there's no atmosphere, so there's not going to be storms or anything like that, but... Weather elements... you know, we could build in here. We could build in here. That'll be alright. Okay. So, frames. Take me back, game. Iron frame, and then right-click. We'll bring it up. Mate, like I said, it's like coming home. Let's, yeah, okay, let's do something like that. Right? So you want to do it by 2x3, do you? Okay, well, I can get around that. And then maybe we'll go up the other end. Cool. And then what you want to do is basically these frames are your fundamentals. You can still move through them. They don't act as a solid body or anything like that. No, put that back. What we want to do is we're going to take iron... Wait, what? Oh, it's another stack of iron frames. What we want is this iron sheet. And I can probably just mouse drag. And what we'll do is we'll get a welding torch. Now this has some sort of oxyacetylene in it. In fact, is there a way to... There you go, press R. You can see at the very top left, right? I'll use my mouse, right? Because motion. You can see there's a gas tank in there. Right? So, 293 Kelvin. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I don't know what the mixture is specifically. I can't remember. But there's waste as well. So you could hypothetically try and capture it. Anyway, so if you have the... press O to turn on, I think. Oh my god, memories. So as long as you've got the oxy torch going and you've got the sheets in one hand, you can do that. You can fill the frame to like one level. You can do it again, I think. Oh, okay, Jesus. And you can see that. Look at that flow. Because we're in a zero atmosphere environment, but that's my waste product flowing out. So, okay, what's the game saying? So what this does now, this just gives us a work platform to stand upon, right? It's not earth-shatteringly life-changing just yet. Just yet. Maybe we follow the bouncing ball, because this is something that was never in it before. Let's get rid of the helmet overlay. We'll probably get rid of the uniform. And the backpack. We just need the tool belt for the moment. Okay. An area power controller, APC. There's a battery slot for power storage. And a switch to turn on. Okay, yeah, cool. So build basic power setup. Create a solid fuel generator, which we can do over here. We might actually drag this up to our platform. Actually, that's not going to be very helpful because that doesn't got what we've got, what we want. Oh my god, use your words. Oh, maybe. Hang on. Auto lathe, arc furnace. Oh, if only. We will need those shortly. What do you reckon's up here? Batteries. Okay, so there's a battery charger. Solar panel. Portable generator. No, we don't want... We want the solid fuel generator. There it is there. Okay, look. Let's wrench that off as well. We'll bring that over here. Now, I should probably be moving like super fast, but I don't know. Whatever. It's like I said, it's like coming home. It's like figuring it all out. So let's get the solid fuel generator going, right? And this is pretty straightforward. It burns resources. Okay, so that's power cable at the bottom, the little electric lightning. And that's data cable at the front, which we won't need. And then the slot there is to put like coal in, for example. So let's do that. You can see there's the data cable. I love these sort of high fidelity buttons and interactables. I've been talking about Carrier Command 2 a bit recently. That's another game that does something similar. Build a power setup. Build a room with a door. Because I'm getting mixed objectives now. Should I finish the room or build it and power an auto lathe? I'm not sure whether I should go from the top or to the bottom. I don't know. Let's just go from the top for the moment. Create an area power control. Switch on. Contains battery large. Create a solar panel flat. Must be fully constructed. A solar panel goes quite well on top of a building, generally speaking. Having a workspace outside is helpful. You know what? Let's get the auto lathe and the arc furnace. We're going to be a bit all over the place. So auto lathe is essentially how... Oh my god. Let's put that away. Is how you're going to craft things. How do I... rotate? I press C. You know, that should be enough space there. Ah, right. We're probably going to need to build this. How do I do that? No, I don't want to deconstruct it. I probably want the drill. Oh, here you go. Welding torch and 2 iron sheets required. Well, we've done that dance before. Iron sheets. Welding a torch. That's not a welding torch. Where's my bloody welding torch? Okay. Alright, we need cable coil to continue, which we can do here. And probably a screwdriver to finish it off, right? No? Welding torch and 2 plastic sheets. Nope. There we go. Screwdriver to finish. See, I still remember bits and pieces. Alright, how cool is that? So now we've got this, and you know, this has got a menu to cycle through, and then you power it on, but we obviously don't have any power at the moment. The other thing that we're going to want is an arc furnace, right? Same thing about catching exhaust gases. Same theory. Let's, no. Stop that. C is rotate. Probably put it that way. And this is how you smelt resources, right? You put them in the machine, you press go, and there's an emergency stop. And then that blows all sorts of exhaust gases that are generated. So having this all outside in vacuum is fine, you know, but ideal, perfect world, you'd kind of try and capture all that sort of stuff. Area power controller. Where are we going to put that? There it is over there. Oh, I'm in the air. I'm airborne. Goodbye. Okay. So we'll put that here. Though you can change the way you... Looks like I've got multiples. You can change the way you build it. Now, crowbar. Crowbar to open. I can't put that in there. God damn. It's fiddly, but once you get the hang of it, like, you know, I'll vouch. I think this control style works incredibly well. I think I'd rather have this up the other way. Let's drill it out. Rotate. And then I guess we do the pass through like that. Yeah, okay. No, you goose. I thought that was the crowbar. Yeah, okay, cool. You can see this is a master power breaker box, basically. You can put a battery in there, and then you use this as a rudimentary, you know, charging station. So, battery large, so that's good. Plonk. Oh my god, I gotta be really careful with these jumps. This working on a sloped crater is a pain. Right. And then what you can do is you can just cable it all together. Please no, Scarlet, you goober. But I can't get the jump up quite right. Yeah, here we go. C. Don't you see? C for Catwoman. It happened at C. How do we... We've got like a wire stripper or something. Wire cutters. Yeah, there you go. So this is going to be passed through. So, yeah, we want them going out there. And then we've got a couple of different designs. That one will be nice. In fact, we'll put another one there. Okay, and if you... There you go, green for on. And you can close this up, but we'll just leave it open for now. And there we go, now we're drawing power, and you'll see it'll flash, right? Blue to red just means that it's overdrawing, right? More out than in. And then you can find recipe through here. There's all sorts of cool bits and things that we can craft here. And you can upgrade the auto lathe to Mark II. And then you basically put the ingredients in the left and it spits out whatever it wants from the right. Same sort of goes for this. Oh. What just happened on my hints? I don't know. Oh, smelt iron in arc furnace must have got added. So it's just going to keep jamming hints in. Okay. Sure. I am wondering if it comes to it when I need to eat, if I'm just going to be able to open me helmet, just sneak a sandwich in, just really quick. Because otherwise, you know, I think that's going to be our first real bottleneck. I mean, look, we can turn that off. I don't know if there's passive draw. I'm not quite sure. I mean, it's not flashing, right? So I think we're okay. We'll just leave it on for the moment, see if it drains. You can see around the back here, we've got essentially an output, right? Oh, what happened there? This is cool playing this again. Never thought I would. Well, it's not... That sounds morbid. I mean, Never say never. The thought didn't really occur. So if we were to put coal in here and turn it on, it will charge the batteries, right? And that's pretty much a pretty good power grid start. Now, create a generator, solid fuel, create area power, switch on. That's what I did. Yeah. Open it with a crowbar. I don't know how to get that hint off my screen. You'd think it would strike through and count it as complete, right? Okay, whatever. Create an auto lathe, must be powered, must be fully constructed, which is what I've done. Create an arc furnace, must be powered. I feel like that's what I've done, right? They're drawing power. Could you get off my screen, please?
Power low.
Okay, well, that's good timing, actually. What we might do, I don't know how big the battery is in my suit. But, oh my god. Again with this bloody jump. I think what we might do, because it handles life support, you can actually get into the life support systems. There you go, pressure up, pressure down, temperature up, temperature down, right? Air off, AC off, filter off. Well, they're all on, presumably. So because it's freezing, it maintains the heat level. Okay, so if I've got that battery there, and I've got that suit battery, what I can do is I can just click drag like that. There you go. And probably be a good opportunity to charge this battery. I don't know if we can see any coal or if we have ore scanners or anything like that. My dude's getting thirsty, so that's a problem that we're going to have to fix. Iron frames. So let's keep this as a thoroughfare, right? And let me think. If I'm going to do an airlock, because you'll have to airlock it. You can put walls, you just got to be careful because the pressure that walls can handle is only so much. Oh, what happened to the sun? I thought the sun was coming up. I'd say something like that as a start would be good. Oh, there it is. It's back. Did it sort of eclipse? That's what it felt like, didn't it? We might just dump some of this crap in here. Not going to need any of that just yet. No, what we want is iron sheets. But iron walls will be handy. I think walls are more handy internally than actually making the frame, the foundations, as it were. Create a glass door, must be fully constructed. Create a composite door, create a manual hatch. Well, what's the door situation in this? It's because they haven't given me any of them. Unless, of course, through walls. I can't quite remember, but the wall might have the door kit involved. No. All right. So what we might actually have some sort of airlock hatch, survival supplies, residential supplies kit, mining charge. Hydroponics, airlock supplies. Excellent. So what do we got here? We've got an active vent, which can probably, you know what? Let's bring it down. I think the active vent can double as a passive if you decide to build it that way. You know, as in air just goes through. We've got pipes. We've got active vent. We got a console. So from there you could program a touch screen to work an air vent. We've got sensors, which will check things like temperature, or more importantly, pressure, right? So this is how you pressurize, is with a sensor kit. Data disk for save stating data. Kit door 2, that's it there, with an airlock and, a passive vent. And a labeler. A labeler? Okay, sure. It's got to go somewhere, I suppose. So what can we do with the thing? So we've got a glass door, we've got a composite door, manual hatch. The manual hatch might be a good stepping off point because we wouldn't have to worry about cycling. However, we've got the gear there to make a cyclable airlock. Maybe we just do it. Floor hatch, glass door, composite door. I mean, I don't really know the difference. Glass door's got a bit more space. Power and data cables will probably want internal. You're killing me, game. I want you to rotate. But you don't want to rotate. Okay, now you want to rotate. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Okay. And then we'll put the other side like yay. Okay, that makes sense. That makes the most sense. Let's just finish up a little bit of work here. Iron frames, iron sheets. Let's see about... Now what, if you seal it again, now you have a sealed actual surface. Alright. Now, I don't necessarily want to seal it all the way in because what's dinging on me? Because we're going to need internal components to make this work. What we really need to do is create just sort of a layout for our starting
Hydration critical.
indoors. Okay, hydration critical. Give me a sec. 5. Water bottle. So, I'm gonna risk unlock helmet. Let's put this away. So I guess F will do it. Oh my god, here we go.
Pressure critical. Oxygen critical.
Drink, drink.
Cognition low.
Yeah.
Temperature critical.
Alright, so that wasn't ideal. Now I'm dizzy. What's going on here? I had health damage. That's faded. Plus 25% hydration. What's probably more interesting is how much air did I lose? because my suit was basically just free venting. Oh, anyway, look, that worked. That worked. I seem to be healthy as an ox, so that's fine. I mean, nearly blacked out, but whatever. That'll do. That'll do. That was the one thing I was most worried about. Okay, cool. And then, we're going to lay out an internal layout. But yeah, this isn't a bad start for someone who's gone on bloody pure memory. I think I'm pretty happy with this so far. Alright, anyway, cool. Stationeers. It's good to be back. They tell us there's been big updates. I can't really tell a difference after all these years, which is a little bit tragic, to be honest. But at the same time, it's cool to be coming back and checking it out and seeing how it goes. Let me know if you want to see some more. We'll do some more episodes. Or maybe the time has passed and interest has waned. It's hard to really say from the inside looking out. Well, let me know if you want to see some more. Alright, might just leave it there for the time being, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.